Bam! We are in the building. As you guys are coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear all the way over here in sunny Maryland. Maryland is in the house. Got my moderator here today. That's right, my moderator's better than yours. Okay. I'm biased. I can say that. But anyway, as you guys are coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from, because I got a great one for you today. I have an absolute great one for you today. So, how many of you have seen Tyler Perry Straw? Put it in the chat. I want to know who's in the building. If you've seen Tyler Perry movie Straw, put it in the chat. Because spoiler alert, I may be exposing some things that was in there. I'm not really sure. We're going to see how this goes. So as you guys are coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from. Okay. Man, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Because wait a minute. Okay, because on my screen I can't put a comment. Are you able to put a comment in yours? Because I want to see if I'm able to see the comments. Because actually from my screen, it's not showing. Okay, I see the hello on your side. It's not showing me anybody in the room. All right. Can you check to see if YouTube is working?
Okay.
All right. Because I want to be able to see if I can see anybody coming in. But right now I can't see anything. So wow. I may have to figure out a backup. Let's see. I'm telling you, I always know when something good is going to happen, because then I get technical difficulties. People can't see me. People can't hear me.
I can hear you on YouTube.
You can hear me on YouTube?
Yep.
All right, cool. Oh, wait a minute, where'd it go? Okay. Oh, thanks, shopping. What's happening? When you coming in, putting in the chat where you're watching from. Okay, because I got TikTok in the building, YouTube, Facebook. So if y'all see me going back and forth, that is why. I have multiple platforms, because this message is just too big to be tied to one daggone platform. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you know, you know. All right. All right, hold on. All right. Okay. Evie Rose, did I say that right? I'm not even sure if I said your name right. I apologize if I butchered your name. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome. All righty. We're going to get right into it. First of all, welcome again to the live. As you're coming in, put in the chat where you are watching from. Maryland is in the building. Okay. And I love this, because this is a global business and this is a global message, right? There are moms all over the world that need to hear this message. Hey, Fighter. Hey, Tehran. Oh my God, I can't even talk. How are you guys doing today? So this is Before You Break, a wake-up call for stay-at-home moms, inspired by the movie Straw. I'm telling you guys, it was definitely a eye-opener for me. I mean, not only eye-opener, it was a tearjerker. I was literally crying, because although it was about, a working mom, us stay-at-home moms go through it, right? And so let me know, put in the chat if you saw the movie Straw. Put in okay, if you saw the movie Straw, put it in the chat. Put yes, or you can write Straw. Put it in the comments. So I want to know who here. Again, we got TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube in the building this evening. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing the live. Definitely share this with other moms that you know that's at their breaking point, right? That's almost at that last straw. But I want to get you before you get to that last straw, because here's the thing. If you are a stay-at-home mom and that film hit you way too close to home, I want you to stop scrolling right now, because this message is for you. All right? This message is for you. I promise you. All right. So you guys saw Janiyah, right? Trying so hard to hold everything together, falling apart in silence, right? She was in silence. Nobody knew what she was going through. And here's the thing. You know what part hit me the hardest? You know what part hit me the hardest? It wasn't the robbery. Not at all. It was not the robbery. It was the fact that she never wanted to be there. She did not want to be there. All she was trying to do was trying to get $40 to feed her daughter. That's all she was trying to do, is to get $40. Not the bank's $40, but her $40, right? There are stay-at-home moms right now, right, who are just one missed paycheck away from eviction, one phone call away from possibly their child being taken. And guess what? One simple insult away from snapping the heck out. And you know what? No one sees it. No one sees it. Why they don't see it? Because you're married or because you're already at home. So they think, oh, she's fine. She got it going on. But what they don't see is the juggling. What they don't see is the guilt. What they don't see is a bank account with $47 in it in fees. What they don't see are the tears in the bathroom, right? That's what they don't see. They don't see through the I'm fine. You know the lies you tell your kids when your soul is screaming out for help, right? Does that sound familiar? Put in the chat. Does that sound familiar, right? Like nobody sees that. But guess what? I get it. I get it because I was there, married, at home, but still felt like I was doing it all alone. And I remember thinking, right, like, is this what being a stay-at-home mom is supposed to feel like? Like, is this what it's really all about? Right. And what I realized, guys, is that it's not. And I made a decision. I wasn't going to let survival mode be my story. I wasn't gonna break and just snap right before I got free. I decided that I was going to try to find a way to break free. And guess what? And now I'm helping other moms do the same, because we all reach that breaking point. We all get to a point where something is happening. Something happens in our lives where we like, I have to look for something different. Right. And think about it. What was it for you? Was it seeing the movie Straw for you and recognizing that stay-at-home moms weren't identified? Right. That it's talking about the working single mom working 2 jobs. Right. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Thank you for coming to the live. Right. And it's like we all have our different experiences of what we're going through that causes us to look at something different. Bernie, Deli Bay. Hey, Bernie. And so we all have our own stories, right? And like even me as a stay-at-home mom, I remember when I first became a stay-at-home, I was like so happy. I was so free. I was like, yes, I don't got to punch a clock no more. I don't have to trade time for dollars. But there was a hidden struggle that I had nobody to talk to about, right? Nobody that I knew could understand the struggle of what it felt like being a married mom, but feeling like a single mom, right? Feeling like I had to do everything on my own, because guess what? My husband was not there because he had to provide for the family. And by him providing, that means he's out there working hours and hours and hours. So doctor's appointments, school visits, school, just anything that they wanted to do, I had to bear that all alone, right? And if there was like doctor's bills and things like that, I'm sitting there trying to budget everything out, trying to see how much money there is. And all of that was stressful. But here's was a turning point for me. So I told my husband, right? I was like, you know what, babe? I said, you leave for work in the morning. We don't see you. Me and the kids are asleep. When we go to bed at night, you are still not home. So we still don't see you. So in the morning, before you leave for work, can you just do me one solid? All I want you to do is just grab onto my foot, just squeeze my foot. So at least that way I know that you were home. That's it. He was like, but I don't want to wake you up. I'm like, I can always go back to sleep. I don't have to worry about, not being able to go back to sleep. I can always go back to sleep. And so there's one morning, I'm like, where the heck is he at? Like he ain't squeezed my foot or nothing. But then I go down the hall, try to look for him, and I see a note on the floor. And guys, that note touched me so much that I couldn't throw it away. Like, I don't know how old this thing is how long it's gonna last. I said, I wish I'd have dated it so I could like reflect back on that particular date. But I never forget this. I'm gonna put this in front of the screen so you guys can see that, right? And so what that says is I got in at 2:30 a.m. I'm getting up at 5:30 a.m. I love you. I didn't become a stay-at-home mom to get notes like this. And as lovely as this note may seem, it's the hours, guys. It's the hours. That means he's going to get 3 hours of sleep before he has to get up, go to work, and do it all over again, right? And it's like, I don't want that for him. I'm so grateful that he's willing to go out there and work and be the provider and allow me to stay home, raise our kids, be that stay-at-home homeschooling mom. But at the same time, it was like, what is that doing to him? to his body, to his soul, to be gone from us that long like that, right? And that took a lot. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to find a way that I can help not only supplement his income, but find a way to bring him home. Not only bring him home to me, but bring him home to the kids. Because here's the thing, my kids miss him just as much as I miss him. And I never forget when my husband told me, baby, you got to get these kids on a schedule. And I'm like, no, if I get them on a schedule, they'll never see you. He was like, yeah, but they going to bed late, trying to wait up for me and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But all right. I'll try. And guys, I'm telling you, it was like almost a whole entire week, because if you guys know anything about on-call schedules, if you get called to go out to work, no matter what, you have to go. Whether you just got in, it doesn't matter. You have to go answer that call, right? And so what we realized is that when we put the kids on that schedule, they really didn't see him, right? They did not see him. And as much as they would feel so bad, because my son would try to stay up and wait for him to come home. And my son would be so upset the next morning because he realized that he fell asleep. He never got to see his dad. And I was like, nope, I'm not doing it anymore. I was like, that was the whole purpose of me being not only a stay-at-home mom, but a homeschooling mom. So that way we can have our own schedule where we're not at the mercy of the school schedule. Like, we're already at the mercy of my husband's schedule. Anytime the kids got anything going on, the very first thing I do is look at his work schedule to see if he's available. Hakura, thank you for the number 2 gift the badge. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And so I realized that there had to be a different way, right? I had to find a way that I can help him get home, right? Because it's like the family unit is broken. Like, our family unit is broken. Yes, our kids have 2 parents in the home, but they don't always see us together, because it's like we're 2 ships passing in the wind, right? But if Straw felt like your story, but you want a different ending, I want to send you the exact freedom blueprint that I'm using. No job, no selling to friends, no burnout, just a real way to reclaim your time, your peace, and your income without having to leave your babies, right? So if you're ready, drop the word ready in the chat, and I'll personally send it to you during this live. I will personally send it to you, because here's the thing. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until the system fails you. You don't even have to wait until your spouse get fired or you get evicted or snapping in front of strangers, right? You can choose before you break, because y'all feel it, right? I know if y'all like me, y'all definitely feel it. It's like this thing inside of you. It's like you're just going to burst at any moment, right? It's like we don't want to do that. We want to take care of this before we reach that breaking point, right? And so here's the thing. You can choose before you break, right? And I will walk with you every step of the way. Every step of the way, I will walk with you, right? Because here's the thing. Janiyah did not have anyone. Hey, Mia. Janiyah did not have anyone, but you do. You have me. So let's change the story, right? And again, and this is the thing that's so powerful, right? Like, Tyler Perry writes a whole lot of stories, a whole lot of different movies. But in this movie, which is very interesting, it was obviously focused on a struggling, stressed out single mom doing it all on her own. But here's the thing. This is a wake-up call for us stay-at-home moms, right? Because my mentor just told us today, there was some article that was done today, right? And in this article, they talked about how much money a person needs to make yearly in order to live comfortably. This is for one person, right? For one person to live comfortably for, every year. The amount was $96,000. Now, granted, in New York, Hawaii, and California, it's probably a lot more than that, probably closer to 150, right? But $96,000. Your average Joe, your average mom, or average Jane is not making 6 figures a year, right? And if you have a family and you're talking about $96,000 a year, it is not enough. When the cost of food, the cost of gas, all of these things are going up. You go to doctor's appointments, and guess what? The kids need braces. They need glasses. It's like all these added expenses that was not accounted for. And when you're already stretched thin, already living paycheck to paycheck, every single new financial thing that's expected is a financial burden, is a stressor, right? And it causes major, major stress. And guess what? That is real. That is real for a stay-at-home mom to go through that. But here's the thing. A lot of us stay-at-home moms have multiple kids at home. And so that $96,000 a year they're talking about is for one person without kids, without any added responsibilities, right? And so if you're raising a family and the mother chooses to homeschool or stay home because the cost of daycare is so much, and we're not getting that 96 plus $1,000, it's like they don't even factor in how much money each kid needs to survive. Because guess what? Those are mouths to feed, right? And so the best way to get rid of that whole financial struggle, oh my goodness, is to be able to have an added income. And not just a random added income. I'm talking about an income that's life-changing, not just a little side hustle to have extra money, for braces or for clothes and things like that. I'm talking about replacement-like income, right? And yes, so I'm not going to give you guys any more spoilers about the movie, but I do definitely want to hone in on how, even as a stay-at-home mom, I could so relate to Jania's story, because my child is also sick. I have a child that also has epilepsy. And so when I'm watching this story and see what she was going through as far as having the money for the medication and the way the insurance is, yes, guess what? We have health insurance, but every year, at some point of the year, the daggone insurance changed. And it changed to the point that I remember one time, and this is where I started crying in the movie, because there was one point my daughter's was, I want you guys to get this. Her prescription went from $40 a month for 30 days of supply to $900. $900. This is medication that's supposed to help her to prevent her from having seizures. And they went from $40 to $900 just like that overnight, all because the time frame changed in the insurance. It was like the new insurance date. So it was like the beginning of the insurance policy. So all the medications went up. And that's so crazy, right? So I definitely felt so strongly and could relate to the upsetness that she was feeling, because she's like, she needed money for the medication. She got to have a kid's medicine. And now I'm trying to get on the phone and talk to the doctors. Why? Because my husband's at work. So I have to be the one that takes care of all of that. That's that emotional burden that's on us as stay-at-home moms that a lot of people just don't relate to, right? And so I'm trying to navigate with the pharmacist, the insurance company, all of these things, trying to find out, okay, how can I ensure that she gets on medication? Because guess what? We didn't have $900 a month in addition to our regular bills. So you know what they have to do? They had to wind up switching her medication to some other kind of medication, some off-brand medication. And we had to hope and pray that medication worked, right? And who can relate? Who is tired of letting your insurance companies and your spouse's jobs, or even your job, to to tell you how to live, right? That is not freedom, right? And so if you're considering a way of making extra money, and maybe you have tried everything, but not say everything, maybe you have tried network marketing, maybe you have tried doing Uber, maybe you've tried even doing Uber Eats or these different side gigs, right? And none of those things panned out. And the reason those things didn't pan out is because you were literally working for pennies, right? Working for pennies. What I mean by that is you're not getting 100% profit. So I'm going to share this with you guys, right? So let me walk you through this. Let me see. Okay. So here's the problem. Here's the situation, right? See if you guys can see this. Can we zoom in on that? Okay. And I want you guys to get a screenshot of this. This is going to be good information, right? And so when it comes to trying to make extra money from home, one of the biggest obstacles that we go through, especially as a stay-at-home parent, right, is time. It's like, do we even have time to do this? Do we have time to build a business, even trying to be a stay-at-home mom, right? But guess what? I'm here to show you that all you need is 2 hours, right? Where's the other one? What happened to it? I lose the other one that quick. Oh, it was right. I only had one. All right, 2 hours, right? A 2-hour workday. We show you exactly. Tashia, how you doing? Guys, as you're coming through, as you're coming in, put in the chat where you're watching from. Put in the chat where you're watching from. And so if time is that problem that you have in order to make extra income from home, guess what? That time is resolved by being able to build this business, working 2 hours a day. And we show you how to maximize those 2 hours. So that way you get to work your business around your family. Yes, you get to work your business around your family. So that way you can do it 15 minutes here. You can do it in between nap time, or, doing your child's playtime and things like that, or when they're in school. You can certainly fine. 2 hours within your day. Because did you know that most people spend over 2 hours a day just scrolling on social media? So why not take that same 2 hours, right, and become a creator in the social media space, so that way you can start earning that extra income. And another problem that a lot of stay-at-home parents face is, you know, all right, but do I gotta bother my friends and family? Like, Tasha, I did network marketing before, Tasha. They ain't trying to get on the phone and call my homegirl up, call my sister, call my brother. I ain't trying to call the whole family, right? And I totally 100% get that. And so with this, you don't have to bother friends and family, because we're going to show you how to set it up where you have an automated business that's doing all the telling and selling for you. Doesn't that make sense? Yes, that is like the greatest thing, because when I found out about that, I was like, whoo. Because guess what? I was tired of living in people's DMs, trying to DM people like, hey girl, how you doing? You looking for a way to make money? No, that's so grimy, right? No, that's so salesy. And in this product, this model, you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about bothering friends and family, because you are following a proven system that's automated, right? And make sure you guys get a screenshot of this, right? Make sure you get a screenshot of that. And another problem that a lot of stay-at-home moms face is, hey, like, you know what, Tasha? I would love to do this, but I just don't have the tech skills. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know, a funnel from a goddamn call list, or whatever you want to call it, right? Don't have a clue. But here's the thing. You don't need to have tech skills. Why? Because it is a done for you system. It is a total done for you system where you don't have to create it on your own. It is totally already done for you. And listen, when I found out that it was already done for me, that was like one obstacle off my plate, right? There was one obstacle off my plate, because I'm like, wow, I don't have to worry about trying to create something just for something to work. I know that it's already done, and all I have to do is just plug in my systems, right? And I was like, oh my goodness, that just made perfect sense, especially with everything that I have tried in the past. And let me see. All right. And so another problem that a lot of us stay-at-home moms face is, Tasha, I just don't have the money. I don't have the money to invest in the business. As much as I want to do this, I don't have the money to do it, right? But I want you guys to understand something. My highest selling program is less than the cost of an iPhone. I'm going to say that again. My highest selling program is less than the cost of a cell phone, of my iPhone, right? 1000%. But here's the thing. So when it comes to investing in this business, there is a low investment, right? Again, like I said, it's less than the cost of a cell phone. And so what we're doing, what I found, what we're doing for you guys is we're making this a no-brainer. We're making it easy for you to make a decision, because Sanita, thank you for joining. Because here's the thing. If you have problems, right? If you have problems, one way to overcome those problems is to have a solution, right? You want to have a solution for that. Let me see. Can we see that? There we go. Can you see it, Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Yay! All right. So you're going to go from the sad face, we're going to go from the sad face, we're going to go all the way to the solution, because you want to have a solution whenever there's a problem. And as moms, we're naturally good at that, right? Whenever we see a problem, we try to go and solve it, but we are so good at solving problems for our family and for others than we are for ourselves. So that's why I'm here as your hope dealer, as your perspective changer, to show you that even as a stay-at-home mom, you can reclaim your light. You can build that foundation. You can be able to contribute financially to your home without having to leave home. Yes, you can do that without having to leave home, without having to work for somebody else, without having to have a job. We're all about getting that time back, so you can go from sad to being 100% happy, right? Going to that solution. And so, I'm gonna come back to this one. This is a good one, so y'all don't want to miss that. I'm gonna come back to that one. But another problem that a lot of stay-at-home moms face is, they tell me, like, Tasha, listen, I'm not a salesperson, Tasha. I have zero sales skills. They're like, Tasha, I done tried network marketing. I done tried door-to-door sales. Tasha, trying to make some extra money. And Tasha, I just ain't got it. I ain't got the sales stuff in me. And guess what? I don't have it in me either. I am not a goddamn salesperson. But here's what I love about this system that I'm going to show you guys today, is that we're going to introduce you to attraction marketing, which means is that we are going to show you how to attract customers to you. So that way you are not going door to door, knocking on people's doors, trying to find sales, right? Trying to find customers. No, we're going to teach you the skills to attract customers to you. So you never have to go out there and bother friends and family. Again, it's over an automated system. Never have to go out there and bother friends and family. Don't have to have strangers riding around in your vehicle. You don't have to worry about getting a vehicle and delivering food to people that ain't trying to tip you, right? And then those different companies not giving you your worth, right? You don't have to worry about that. We're going to show you all the different ways that you are going to attract customers to you using the very thing that you have with you all the time. I guarantee you, if you go somewhere right now, 9 times out of 10, everybody is doing something on their phones. They're literally on their phones. So that means that the whole world is your customer base, right? And that is the big thing about that, is that the whole world is your customer base. And we're going to teach you how to attract customers to you instead of you going out there trying to find it. So guess what? That nips the whole sales skills in the trash bucket. Now, this one right here. So this is a problem that I see that a lot of stay-at-home moms face, right? They face getting a small percentage. Hope you guys can see that. If you can't just see that, make sure you get a screenshot of this. And if anytime you have to go, just be sure to go here. Go to TashaElliott.com and grab your blueprint that's going to walk you through this entire process and show you exactly how you can earn. Let me put it out for you. 100% profit. Yes, 100% profit with a done for you business that's already set up for you. So that way you have one less thing on your plate, because as moms, we have enough on our plate. We have enough of this multitasking and trying to do all these things at once. We're trying to be everything to everyone. So that's why it was so important for me to promote something that is going to alleviate the stress on your plate, not add to it. We're not here to add stress, because y'all see in a movie, the stress Janiyah was under. Oh my goodness. No more, never again. So any woman, mother under the sound of my voice, if you're scrolling through, you may want to stop right now. Stop right now. Come on in. And I'm showing you guys how before you break, right? Before you have that breakdown, before you get to that point of this is the last straw. This is a wake-up call for stay-at-home moms to start earning income so you never have to be stressing about money again, right? And so you don't have to worry about getting a small percentage, because maybe you've tried network marketing. Maybe you even tried affiliate marketing. And with those things, you get a small percentage. But with this business model that I'm showing you, hey, mom, welcome. Thank you for joining the live. What I'm showing you in this process is that instead of you focusing on a small percentage, right, with like network marketing or affiliate marketing, nothing wrong with those programs, but wouldn't it just make sense and be better for you if you can earn 100% profit? Yes, 100% profit. So make sure you guys get a screenshot of that. And let me tell you why the 100% profit is important, right? The 100% profit is important because when you're making 100% profit, that means all the work that you are doing is going directly in your pocket. Yes, it's going directly into your pocket. So not only are you working hard, because guess what? If you're a stay-at-home mom, you're already working hard. You're already working 24/7, no days off, no lunch breaks, right? You trying to do everything around your kids. And nothing wrong with that. But the beauty of this is that we're going to show you exactly how you can use attraction marketing and start building your business, building a business that you can be proud of, building a business that you can say, you know what? I don't have to ask my husband for money this month or this week or today because I got it, right? I got it. And you want to be able to have some money set aside in case of emergencies, in case, your spouse happened to lose their job, in case you take your kids to the doctors and all of a sudden they have to get braces or have to get glasses, or your kids grow overnight and all of a sudden you need a whole new wardrobe that was not in the budget, right? So we're changing all of that. And this whole, a stay-at-home mom don't do nothing, she's just a mom. Absolutely not. We are more than just moms, right? We are more than that. When we fight, we win. I know that's right. We're going to fight for our right to be free. I know that's right. 1000%. Welcome to the live. That's right. And so that's what I'm going to show you guys, is that following this system, again, all you got to do is go to TashaElliott.com, get your blueprint. And here's what happens when you go to TashaElliott.com. Let me show you guys. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I put the wrong color on there. That is cool though. Let me see. Oh, that. I wonder why it's not showing on that one. That is really weird. You see that, Aaliyah?
The whole?
Yeah. That is so crazy.
That? The green screen?
It's not a green screen. I don't have a green screen on, but it's showing like it's a green screen. That is so cool. Wow. That is really neat. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had a fangirl moment. All right. And so I'm going to show you guys, when you go to TashaElliott.com to grab your free blueprint that's going to walk you through exactly how you can earn income from home step by step. Well, all you're going to do is go to right here. Let me see. Oh, wrong one. It's like I'm playing with the camera. Oh, there we go. Ouch. Oh, oh shoot. My finger got stuck. All right, hold up. All right, there we go. That's better. That was so crazy how I look like that. All right. So when you go to TashaElliott.com, right? Because again, we're going to, this is the wake-up call. This is the wake-up call. So for stay-at-home moms, so that way you can what? Earn income from home on your own terms. And it's really, guys, a really simple process, right? And so step one, when you go to TashaElliott.com, you're going to go right here and you're going to put your email address in, right? When you put your email address in, you are going to then go to the next page where you're going to get the blueprint. And the blueprint, you want to be sure to watch the entire video. The whole video is going to walk you through step by step exactly how this process works, how you can earn income from home. So you never have to have that financial struggle again, right? Because you're going to learn the skills to increase your income. And once you watch that video, I want to tell you guys that usually 1 out of 20 buy. And if you have customers and you don't have 1 out of 20 buying, then guess what? We're going to find out what's going on with you and your business to find out how we can ensure that you're learning the skills to ensure that your goal is to get 1 out of 20 buying from you, right? And so when they go here, you see it's a play button, right? They're going to watch the video, and that video is going to answer 99.9% of any questions you may have, right? And if you have any questions, all you have to do is email me and I'll personally email you back. No personal assistant. I personally will email you back any answers to any questions that you may have. So once you watch this video, most people from that point, when they watch the videos, is they go here and they PYP. You'll be like, Tasha, what is PYP? PYP. Yes. PYP is pick your program, right? Pick your program. And so some people may still have questions after watching that first video. And so what they would do is they would get another video in their email, which is going to dive deeper into that. Because some people just need to have a little bit more information. They be, more analytical, just want to see just a little bit more, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's why we have the second video that's going to come to your email. You may want to check your spam folder, your promotions folder, just in case you don't see it in your general email. Right. And so after watching that video, then again, you PYP, you're going to pick your program. And after that, again, remember, we're going to teach you the skills to teach you how to make sure that you are getting, again, 1 out of 20% buying from you, right? Because here's the thing. We don't own these social media platforms. And if you're watching me on TikTok right now, guess what? If you're in the USA, we probably only have like 10 days left of TikTok. And what happens to the TikTok? What are you going to do after TikTok? Some of you may be doing TikTok shop, and as a stay-at-home mom, that's your way of earning extra income. But what happens, or what happened to you when a few months ago when TikTok went dark in the US? People lost money in an instant, just like that. And they had no way of reaching their customers. That's why we show you an automated email system so you can have contact with your customers, right? Because with TikTok Shop, you have no control over that. You have no control over that platform. However, you do get to control your email list, right? And here's the beauty that I love about this email list. Remember when I talked about back on this other page where I said, it's automated, right? No bothering friends and family, right? No bothering friends and family, because when people get into your automated system, they can opt in And as easily as they opt in, guess what? They can opt out. And I love that. I love that because it allows all of us to be in control of what we want to do. It's like Amazon. Think about Amazon, right? You can order anything that you want off of Amazon. And at any time, you can make a purchase, get it delivered to you without ever having to speak to anyone. That's what this is like. It's like Amazon. It's like your Amazon virtual store, right? All right here. And here's the beauty. Y'all see this, my name, right? TashaElliott.com. We teach you how to brand yourself because you are the brand, right? Not the product that you're selling. You are the brand. So we teach you brand awareness. We teach you how to market yourself, market your particular program. And that's important, especially for us stay-at-home moms that want to have our identity, right? Want to have our own identity. So your domain, which is what this is called, a domain name, would be whatever you want it to be, right? You can have it to be whatever you want. And that's that. And so again, you're going to pick your program. And my number one selling program, guys, is 900, right? That's my number one selling program. But I do understand that not everybody's financial situation is the same. So that's why I offer 4 different programs. You have a 100, a 300, a 600, and a 900. Because everybody have their own goals and dreams of what they want for their lives. Some people just want extra dollars a month. Extra dollars could do great wonders for them, right? And some just need an extra 10K a month because it's like, you know what? With an extra 10K, they can totally breathe again, right? They can totally replace their significant other's part-time income. So guess what? They're going to get 25 hours more at home because they don't have to work so hard because as a stay-at-home mom that's now going to be financially independent, you can now help out financially in the house. So if you choose to, that's between you and your spouse if you choose to, but you know that you're going to have that special income specifically just for you. But here's the thing I want you guys to get with this, right? Make sure you get a screenshot of this. Again, if you have any questions, again, just go to TashaElliott.com, grab your Freedom Blueprint. Grab your Freedom Blueprint, watch the video, and if you have any questions at all, be sure to send a message. And if you're not following, be sure to follow me so that way you will be alerted when I go live. I was working on my live times. I was going to go live at 9 a.m., but life gets in the way. But anyway, follow me, right? Follow me so you get notified when I go live. And then when I have my regular schedule, live schedule, you'll be the first to know about it because you're following me. And once I have that set, then I will put out a video letting you guys know my online, live schedule. Put in the chat. Let me know. Do you guys like lives in the morning, afternoon, evening? Let me know. Maybe I can accommodate what you guys like. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. Okay, and plus I'm going to get off here because we have a mentoring call. When you're in this business, we are going to mentor you so that way you are always going to be on the cutting edge of what's going on. When things change in the business, when things change up in the world, you are going to be on the cutting edge to make sure that you're always right there ahead of the game, right there ahead of all the different changes going on out there. And so again, you go to TashaElliott.com. You're going to follow this exact system, right? You're going to put your email address in and you're going to grab your free blueprint. Grab your free blueprint, and then you're going to watch the video. The video is going to answer about 99.9% of all the questions you may have. And then from there, you're going to pick and purchase your program, right? Pick your program. You have 4 to choose from. And here's what I want. I'm going to come back to this for a little bit, right? So when you pick your program, right? So if you did a $900 program, that means you can market the 6, the 3, and the 1. You can market all those programs. And imagine if you got one of each of these customers. That's $1,900 in one day, right? $100 in one day. And all you do is purchase a $100 program. But I want you to be aware that if you purchase a $100 program, say, Tasha, I'm not ready to invest that much yet. I'm comfortable with 100. No problem. But here's the thing. If you're marketing the 100, right, and you have a potential customer that wants the 3, the 6, or the 9, you will not be able to market that to them because you don't own it. You can only sell what you own. And so that's why it just makes sense to go ahead and start with the 900 so you can market the rest of them. Because here's the thing, it's all the same work. But one of the biggest differences is when you purchase the 900, you also get additional trainings, right? You get additional trainings exclusively for the $900 program. And that's happening tomorrow. So that means if you start today, you get started today, you can literally be on that training call with our multimillionaire mentor tomorrow. That's if you get started today and get your system and everything set up, you can be on that call tomorrow. And one final thing with that. So after you purchase your program, no matter which program you choose, there's going to be a one-time fee of $39. You let me know. You can get a whole website done for you and paying a one-time fee of $39. I'll wait, and I'll wait patiently. But I'll stop at this point because you won't find it. One time, $39 investment for your website. And I'm telling you guys, it is a beautiful site, beautiful site. Okay, counting down, gotta go. All right. And so make sure you guys get a screenshot. They didn't already. Make sure you get a screenshot of that and cover that one on a different day, different live. And again, TashaElliott.com, grab your blueprint. And also we have a webinar coming up. So if you want to be on that webinar, that is going to walk you through exactly the skills you need to learn, how to earn $900 a day. Put webinar, email me, go to TashaElliott.com, get your blueprint, and be sure to email me, reply to that email with the word webinar. And I'll personally send you an invite link that's going to invite you to the webinar so you can learn the skills to earn $900 a day without bothering friends and family, without being tech savvy, without having tech skills, right? Only 2 hours a day, done for you, low investment. You get 100% profit, never to bother friends and family, totally automated business, totally done for you. Guys, you have been great. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Thank you guys so much. And I will catch you in the next one. 1000%. Yep.